Donald Trump just delivered the message that we have bombed the country of Iran, hit three of their nuclear facilities. Obviously, this all happened without the approval of the United States Congress. So I guess we can call this peace through war. And I was going to deliver this short message 2 days ago. We were without power here in a portion of Pennsylvania because of a terrible storm we had. And so now is the best time, if any, to give you my thoughts. In Matthew 24, Jesus was very clear what the situation on earth would look like prior to his return. There would be wars and rumors of wars. And this seems to be the case now daily, obviously weekly, every month, and now yearly. The threat of war or consistent wars happening all around us. Now, I want to be very clear. We should be very careful talking about the United States about engaging in foreign wars when we were not directly attacked, as we're witnessing right now. Once we enter into any escalation between other countries, we are putting targets on our troops abroad and our people domestically. I would also stress we and our allies cannot attack another sovereign nation and then play victim when they choose to respond. And that's what we should be concerned with right now. There will probably be a retaliation from Iran. And using a sports analogy, a player can't hit another player and then a player retaliate, and then we play victim and cry foul. Now, let's get into the heart of the issue. Iran, like any sovereign nation, has a right to exist free from foreign aggression and targeted violence. Yet, for decades, American foreign policy has treated Iran not as a country, but as a perpetual target. Its scientists assassinated, its generals bombed, its economy strangled by sanctions. These actions are rarely questioned in mainstream U.S. discourse, but they should be. Because when one nation assumes the right to kill and murder without consequence anywhere on the planet, what we are witnessing is not diplomacy, it's empire. The United States claims to uphold international law, yet routinely violates the sovereignty of nations under the banner of national security. It killed Iranian General Qassem Soleimani on Iraqi soil in 2020 without congressional approval or international sanction, an act that could have sparked full scale war. Imagine the outrage if Iran had done the same to an American general visiting uh, our country. The double standard, or another country. The double standard is not just unjust, it's dangerous. And right now, we are looking at a full scale war. This unchecked ability to strike anywhere, anytime, under the guise of fighting terrorism, or, as we just heard, promoting peace, sets a precedent that undermines the very international norms the U.S. helped build after World War II. If America can kill indiscriminately in Yemen, Somalia, Iraq, and now Iran, why should any nation feel secure? Why should any people or sovereign nation feel safe? Iran is not beyond criticism, so hear me clearly. but it is a nation of over 80 million people with a rich history and a right to self-determination. Peace cannot be achieved through drone strikes and regime change operations, which only means us installing our own or our chosen leaders for another nation. This requires diplomacy, respect, and restraint. When we abandon these principles, we risk becoming the very force of instability we claim to fight. And in the end, it is not just Iran's existence that is threatened, it is the moral legitimacy of our own. Now, the spiritual consequences always will be the overarching issue. Whenever we as a nation or with a group of nations determine the fate of other countries and its citizens and believe they don't have the right to function under the rule of their own government, we are operating in the spirit of Antichrist. And if you are confused by this, just let me explain it this way. Any country or empire operating from the vantage point that they reign and rule over the entire planet and all its inhabitants, it's a spirit from the pits of hell. Be very careful because what we ask for, we very well may receive soon. Thank you. And as your president said, we love you, God, but more importantly, come quickly, Lord, perhaps today.